Dave Tobe was talking earlier about the, I guess, the operational error and how the snaps went. Is it kind of just a quick fix for you guys as you were out there on the practice field this week?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we're not going to try to reinvent the wheel. I think there's some minor adjustments we can all make, and we're focused in for this next AFC Championship game. And the biggest thing is just learning from past mistakes and correcting it and getting better and moving on.
Let's go next to Adam Teicher. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey, Harrison. We talked last time about how tricky it can be to kick at Arrowhead this time of year. Is having experience at that, kicking at Arrowhead this time of year, is that important for you? You feel like going into this game?
Definitely. I mean, like I probably said when you asked me that question, we go up at least one time a week before the game, and you have that confidence going into the game. You know what the field's going to be like. The wind hopefully is somewhat similar for the game. And you just have more reps and more data to think about, I guess, for when you do get to the game. So it's definitely an advantage.
Let's go next to Sam McDowell. Go ahead, Sam.
Hey, Harrison. Coach Tobe explained in pretty intricate detail exactly about the laces and everything, but I'm wondering from your perspective, since we don't do it, what does make it more difficult when that's sort of an issue?
So, every kicker is different, but for me, I'm looking at the ground, the spot basically of where the holder is going to put the ball. And then once the ball's down, my eyes normally raise up and look at the sweet spot of the ball. So in a perfect world, that ball's still, and I can just hone in on the sweet spot and swing away. So if the laces are a little bit off, then the ball's going to be moving. But it's just been, I've been very fortunate to have such a great operation the past couple months, past couple weeks, so that when in the game, when the ball was moving, I just, I didn't handle it well. And that's on me because I do practice that during the week. Since our operation is so good, I do practice just seeing bad laces, seeing the ball moving, because at the end of the day, as the kicker, if the ball's on the ground, it's your job to make the kick. So when that ball's moving or whatever, or if it's perfectly still, you got to make the kick. So we got a lot of good reps this week. And as I said, as a kicker, you got to be able to handle everything, no matter what.
Let's go next to Pete Sweeney. Go ahead, Pete.
Harrison was just curious about Dustin Colquitt's return. How does he feel to be back, and how have the specialist room taken it?
It's been great to have Dustin back, to have a 15-year vet around. And it's really been fortunate that the last punter we played and then this punter are both left-footed. So Dustin's able to punt to our punt returners with the lefty spin there as well. And Dustin's done a great job talking with Tommy about everything, anything a 15-year vet can share. He's done a great job with that. And obviously for the locker room and the specialist room, he's a great addition with all the jokes and the lighthearted humor. So he's been a great guy to have around, and he's obviously excited for the playoff push.
Let's go next to Herbie Teope. Go ahead, Herbie.
Hey, Harrison, along those same lines with what Pete just asked about having Dustin around, how beneficial is it for you, especially that operation between you, James Winchester, and the holder, when you're able to have another set of eyes watching it based on his experience as a holder?
Yeah, it's been good. We have our assistant special teams coach, Andy Hill, is normally with us, giving us the operation times, charting for us. And now Dustin is able to shag a little bit, but also kind of get more feedback for laces on the snap, where the laces are on contact. And then for me, any technique issues, because he's seen me kick now for 3 years. And this year, I guess, virtually. So it's a great addition. I mean, he's almost like a kicking and punting and a holding coach for all of us, not a snapping coach.
We'll go last to Nick Jacobs. Go ahead, Nick.
Harrison, I'm curious for you on the operation perspective here. Is there a certain way you want the ball leaned? And also, does it depend on hash how you would prefer that lean and how you prefer the laces to be?
So if there's not a lot of wind, ideally the laces are right down the middle. If there's some wind, then, say there's a right to left wind. Obviously, I don't want the laces facing left. I'd rather the laces kind of fight the wind a little bit. As far as the lean, I like the ball pretty much straight up and down, and Tommy does a great job, giving me just what I asked for when it comes to that ball lean. And then, I really do prefer the left hash. That's where we've been kicking a lot of our extra points from. And the ball lean shouldn't change and the laces shouldn't change from the left hash to the right hash. Most of the time, the ball straight up and down, laces right down the middle. And, we've done a great job of that, all year.
Harrison, we appreciate the time. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Appreciate it.